When they say you can't, you just have to. And this is thoughts while thinking. And the opinions here are mine and mine alone. And Henry Ford said back yonder ways, he says, if you think you can, or if you think you can't, you're right. Now think about that because that's the way it is. That's the law of the West. And you got to sit tall in your saddle and hold your head up high and keep your eyes fixed where the trail meets the sky. And live like you ain't afraid to die and don't be scared, just enjoy the ride. And to enjoy that ride, you've got to look at the adversities as maybe as positive opportunities because a stumbling block can be a stepping stone and a breakdown can be a breakthrough. And how you see every crisis will experience and determine how far you go in life. You got to keep on the positive side and look at it. And you got to think about the big while you're doing the little to keep the going in the right direction. And you get what you put in, and if you want more, put more in. So you get out what you put in. And sometimes you just have to do the things you don't like because you get something better, and you got to work on it. And don't ever let anybody tell you can't do your dream. It's your dream. You can pursue it. There's nothing to it but to do it, and that's it, period. And you've got what it takes, but it may take all you got, but you just got to give it all you got, then move forward. And don't be afraid to fail. Just be afraid not to try. Because if you don't try, you've already failed. You got to get after it. And you got to choose faith over fear because fear is just false evidence is appearing real. And to get something different, you must do something different. Sometimes maybe to start to break in the old habit and the rut is just travel a different direction to work every day. But you got to start doing something different and get out of your rut. And perseverance is the hard work you do after you get tired of doing the hard work you already did. And that's awful hard to do. And every day it gets a little easier, but you got to do it every day. That's the hard part, is doing it every day. And you got to do it first, and then you do it right, and then you do it better, and then you do it better and better. And don't let people separate you from your positive thinking, and always think of a reason to be happy because happy people produce more. And you got to breathe in inspiration and trust in yourself, and then you get a yes, I can, yes, I can. And I like this old code of the West because it's a good pattern to live by. It says, live each day with courage, take pride in your work, always finish what you start, and do what has to be done. Be tough, but be fair. And when you make a promise, keep it. You got to ride for the brand. Talk less and say more. Remember some things are not for sale. And know where to draw the line. Now that is the code to live by. I like that. And if you want to know how I come into the world and what I was supposed to do, I'm just here to live my life and enjoy my ride with like I've had nothing else to do. And if you want something, you gotta go for it. That's it. You just gotta do it. If you don't go for it, you don't get it. It's like I say, if you don't ask, you don't get. And you got to look at things from every angle because every angle is important because if you're just looking at one angle, you may be on a path to destruction because you're looking at the wrong thing. So take a look at everything from every angle. And not all the storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clear the path, so we're clearing the path. Don't look at it as a negative when a storm comes by. And the life in front of you is a lot more important than the one behind you. So keep your eyes on the big windshield instead of that rear view mirror. And you gotta love everything you do, so find something you love to do and make a living and interest out of it, and like you had nothing else to do. There's not enough to have a good mind. It's you got to use that mind as well. So keep that little use in the mind. It's just I can and I will. Yes, it's a good affirmation to put on your mirror in the morning, to where you just get up, the first thing you see is I can and I will, and make that your practice for the day. And you can do it just like Snoopy can. And that's my thoughts while thinking, and I appreciate you watching. And it's adios amigos, and we'll see you on the flip side.